The only time, all right, is now. And if there's anything that, many of us, some of us, I believe many of us are walking away with, out of this pandemic, out of this whole experience, is that if there's something that you wanted to do, but you didn't do it, all right, and then you didn't end up getting to do it, well, just remember the next time that you have something that you want to do, don't wait around. Don't wait around. All right. Whatever it may be. All right. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. All right. Or you'll put it in the back of your head and you're like, yeah, no worries. I'll get back to it. No, you won't. Or you will. Excuses. All right. I've talked about this before, but just fucking do it.
ALFA Relations, driving change forward.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you've had a splendid holiday so far. I know that I have. It was going to be 50-50 to be completely honest with you, but the moment that bird came out, wow. It was just so juicy looking.
He's
all right
about this turkey.
Yes, Luca, I am still going on about my turkey. I'm quite proud. Welcome back, guys, to the last episode of season 1 of ALFA Relations. We're having a blast here. We're having fun. So I would say excuse the shenanigans, but no, don't because it's gonna be a full ride with that this evening. So you are
Right.
here with one of your co-hosts, Alan.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Luca.
You guys are indeed. All right. What can I say? It's gonna get wild. It is gonna get wild, but like this year has been nothing but wild.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Chaos.
I mean, chaos, like straight up. Literally, there were people running after cars down my street with signs being like, I'm gonna murder you and light you up on fire. Not my words of some other locals out there. That actually happened on a few nights.
God, what the hell?
I told you about that in our chat.
Well,
Yeah.
it must have been a long time ago for me to remember.
It was literally a month ago. Oh boy. But it is. But guys, it's been a wild year. It's been chaotic, but it is coming to a close in a matter of a few days. And that doesn't exactly mean shit, because we're still going to go into 2021 and it's going to have its ups and its downs and its lefts and its rights and its forwards and backwards. But hey, we're going to get through it together. But first we got to get, past the next couple of days. So hold on tight there. So what we'd like to do, just starting off, Alex, try to be serious, please. Try to be professional.
If you're over the age of the drinking age, please get yourself a drink, because this might be a long one so far. Alan's already drunk, I think.
I swear to God, I've had 2/3 of a tall boy. That's it. Yeah.
And 5 Fiber One bars.
5 Fiber One bars. Guys, I've had 100% of my daily fiber today. I'm quite proud and a little bit nervous. So, yeah, Luca's shaking his head like, not again. Oh boy. Anyway, so what we just like to take a look at. Let's take a look at the year in review here. So I'm going to shut up and let's take it over to Alex. Alex, take us back. What have you been looking at this past year?
Well, it's crazy to think that we're going on, I think, 5 months of doing the podcast now. Or it's going to be 5 months or something like that, because we started in September.
Yep.
But this has been in the works, as you guys know, since May. So it's going to be almost a full year. I know I'm pushing a little bit, but it's been a while. So we've definitely learned a lot, I would say, in the last 4 to 5 months of, doing the podcast, that I think have helped us and guided us along the way. Because looking at, or just listening, I should say, to our first episode compared to the more recent ones, I find that I've cringed a little less with every episode that's gone on. So progress. And thank you for everybody who has listened to our progress.
Yeah. All right. Do people still snap? Is that a thing? Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. What do they do now?
clap.
They went back to clapping. Well,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, it's like I think we've learned a lot. Like it started off with figuring out what mics we were going to use to now figuring out new software we want to use to how to keep branding with social media and just how to perfect our craft even more. Like
mhm.
we're hoping that in the new year, like Squadcast, the server that we use to record will release video. So that's something that we're gonna have to, work on a bit more. But it's just all of these things that we've slowly been getting better at. That's been uh that's been interesting.
That was
Mhm,
well put. Well
mhm.
put. Thoughts there? Yeah, good sir, Luca.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's just crazy. Like we're legit about to. This is gonna be our 10th episode that we posted.
Mhm.
And it's just crazy. Like thinking back to like how we just
Yeah.
started.
Oh, sorry. Clap,
Yeah,
clap, clap.
yeah.
So good.
Just like looking back to like how when we first started to like now this like whole journey we've been on, like
Mhm.
just like today, let's just like for example, like just how like more like calm we are just to sort of jump on and how more it's like how more exciting it is just to sort of do it compared to the first one where there's like so much anxiety to
Mhm.
perform and say the right
Mhm.
things, and now you just sort of hop on and you just do your thing type thing.
Yeah.
And I think like I just like Alex was saying, just looking back from like now to there, like the cringy list level is like so much lower, yo. The first few episodes, they were rough for me. They were rough, and I'm proud of us because we've I think we've
Come a
overcome a
long
lot of
way.
obstacles.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Mhm.
yeah, we've come a long way. Like the quality has just increased, and I'm expecting just 10 times better. Like as we keep
Yeah.
on going forward next year, like a big year next year. I'm expecting so. I'm really excited with that progress. And I think this year is a big year of like resilience, right, for everyone
Mhm.
in all aspects of our lives and type
Good
thing.
word.
And I think yeah, and I think this podcast just we have to be like resilient throughout our process, right? We had a lot of stuff like a lot of responsibilities this semester and a lot of things we had to take care of. And we
Yeah.
still found that time to squeeze in these episodes and edit and do what we had to do to
Mhm.
get these episodes out. And here we are, 10 episodes in,
I
the end
feel
of
like
our first
that's what
season.
kept us calm though, in a way.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
amidst
Yeah.
everything going on, like not only the pandemic, but like school, which was something that we've spoken about, we've had to overcome this semester. Like it was nice to just put a pause on things
Mm.
and just, get together and figure out like what the podcast of the week was going to be, what guests we were going to have and do the planning. It was like a break from reality where we could just relax and have a good time together and still be productive and do something, that we're really excited about. So I feel like it was, well, for me personally, I feel like it was really grounding and it was something that like kept me looking forward to, the following week because we've been very restricted this year. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just about to say something like that. I mean, about how it's kept us grounded to, yeah, having that peace of mind, by bowing out from everything that's been so demanding in our lives, right? And to do something that feels good, to have that, that sense of escapism, right? But
mhm.
in this case, it applies to reality because we would get together, we would, record these episodes, we produce, we market it, we put it out there, and that. I mean, from beginning, from point A to point B, that felt so nice to do,
Yeah.
right? And we were doing that on some nights where, I mean, the next day I'd be like, oh, like, I mean, we have to get that episode out. Like, I mean, we got to go record, we got to do our thing. But like, we would have that hype, we would have that motivation.
Mhm.
And then I would be like, at the end, like, nice, like, right on, that's a good episode. I'd be like, shit, I also have a paper due tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened a few times.
Oh, that happened enough. That,
We legit had like what it was like a midterm or something, and we were up to like 4 a.m. like trying to get the episode like sorted and out or something like
guys, remember priorities. All right. Make sure you have yours straight.
that.
For real.
Yeah, but you know what? That just goes to show that. I mean, once you click with something that makes sense to you, your identity of who you are, and if you're doing it with others, then roll with that. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. I mean, of course, like I mean, modify it if you have other things that are seriously that should take more priority in a given moment.
Yeah.
That did happen to us, but I think we were very fortunate that we were still able to hit our objective, which was every 2 weeks, at
Uh-huh.
least for the episodes 1 to 7, and then 8, 9, and 10. We've been doing that because
Weekly.
we could be week, right? Which
Mhm.
is nice. Something to expect come the new year. Everyone, I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
oh,
100%,
yeah.
yeah.
oh yes, oh yes. But I think just like once you realize that you have that, don't let go of it. Expand it as progressively as you can, and just
Mhm.
have fun. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's
Mhm.
been nothing but fun, with these two, and the wonderful guests that we've had, and just like that, and the experience that it's been like in terms
Yeah.
of learning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like shit, I knew absolutely fuck all regarding podcasting and editing and marketing, and the same thing for these guys too. But just like here we are. If we started in May, May was what, 8 months ago,
Something like
something
that, 8 or
something like
Something
that,
9.
like
right? That's nuts. That is
Yeah.
nuts.
crazy.
And Alex mentioned it, on top of everything else that we had to do,
Yeah.
we did it, and we're still doing it, and it's only going to get bigger and better. Onwards and upwards. Yeah.
But you wanna know something though? It just like I just got a thought, like, in
Right.
our thing I think it was our 4th episode when we had Cat Spencer come on, he told us in the episode that, like, one of the I guess the keys to success, let's just sum it up as such, is he said to surround yourself with good people, and we were actually talking about that before starting this podcast, and I think that we've mentioned this a few times, but that really speaks true to us and the people that we've surrounded ourselves with, whether it's people who, have been helping us along the way or just relying on each other. And while we're talking about people supporting us, I just want to say we have a great graphic designer, and I
Yes,
need
we
to shout
do.
him out personally yet again.
Woo!
Jay Jackson,
Oh,
everybody. He is great. He pushes through. Man has a full time job and a
Got a
kid.
family. Yeah.
And here he is, like, pumping stuff out for us, like, week by week. So, Jay, this is a huge shout out for you. Mad respect.
yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We love
Oh,
you.
we love the man. He's been absolutely great. Just working so hard for us, being a part of this team in a different part of this wonderful world. But guys, if you have the chance, we'll drop his handle there and go check him out. Because
100%.
Oh yeah.
he's been doing nothing but great stuff. And we couldn't be more blessed to have him a part of the team.
Mhm.
Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing that's great about this is the collaborations we've been able to have, just taking people from like all over and just sort of teaming up with them. And
Mhm.
I think that's one like this whole year has just been chaos, but this podcast is one of those things where like the good comes out of the bad. Like
Mm.
throughout
Yeah,
just a pandemic of just a terrible year just because of this pandemic, but the one good thing that came out was that we were able to form this and now have all these collaborations and stuff. And
100%.
I think just like the collaboration with Jay is just so awesome. Just to have someone like that who's just so talented in like graphic designing and stuff, and
Mhm.
be able to collab it's just crazy.
For real.
It's wonderful. Brings tears to my eyes, guys. Not really. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Oh,
Luca is just like, "Oh, no."
okay. Can you please get your shit together, man?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Swear to God. Your professionalism is like a 5 on 10 right now.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Anyway, you mentioned something interesting before, Alex, regarding working with good people. As Kat told us that. Hey, shout out to Kat. Happy
Hell
holidays,
yeah.
man. But no, what can I say? That it's just, I think what's just so special about that is how natural everything occurred.
Yeah.
Not once have I felt during this entire process as something felt forced, or in this case, that means strongly pushed and whatnot. It was
Yeah.
genuinely just an idea that I had. I expressed it to both of you, and it was just an idea. Not, I don't want to solicit you guys, and just like, let's pop the question. Like, here's my idea. What do you think? And would you like to do it with me? Right?
Mhm.
And then it just snowballs like
Snowballed,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It's crazy.
It is. It is.
Mhm.
It is. And it's just, I think that's the wonderful part. And um I think just like looking back at it now, starting this whole thing off, like, when you start off any project, you have all those ambitions that just like rush you in the moment about like how
Mhm.
you see it. And that's a beautiful thing if you could see really far up ahead. But like, hey, like, just slow it down a second. How about you write out your plan, your steps for plan A, B, and C, right?
Yeah.
Get
Mhm.
that out, baby steps, and we did that, and we had moments where we started off right, we launched, and then we tried an idea, and then we had the expectations, and then there's the reality, and then coming face to face with the reality, it's just like, oh shit, that's how it really is. And yeah,
Mhm.
like, at times, like, we got bummed, we were confused, like, okay, why did that not really work out, but the truth is, like, I mean, that's the start of a journey. You can't just like start flying, and
Yeah.
expect that you're going to be up 30,000 feet just cruising and it's all going to be just, I mean, a fantastic time. No, you got to get up there, you got to progress,
Mhm.
you got to go level by level,
Mhm.
you have to face the challenges of each level, right?
Mhm.
And we've done that, and it's just like, I mean, looking back now over that progress that we've done, and you're like, whoa, shit, right? And you're looking down like, yo, we've come a long way, and this is coming from the guy who has a funky fear of heights there, you know.
Yeah.
Like shit, like how do we get up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, and
And I
It's
think
been
it's
a
all about
while.
those steps too, I think. Just like those baby steps and just creating that plan that we had from the start.
Yeah.
I think that's big. And like I think with all like the big thing obviously is just start, right? No matter what you want to do, like start. But I think starting also begins by planning it out,
mm,
having a game plan. And we sort of, I don't know if we spoke about earlier on this about SMART goals. I'm not sure if that was one of our early episodes, if we spoke about that.
I think
Um
we have
we touched on that,
touched
did we?
on
Maybe
it.
maybe touch
Maybe
upon
we
it.
talked about goals, but not
Oh,
necessarily
yeah.
smart goals. But go for it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
essentially just like creating goals that that you can obtain, and just like a game plan just to reach whatever goals you want to do. I think just having that groundwork of what
Mhm.
you want to do
Mhm.
and visually being able to see what you want to do and type thing like that. Like I think that's just huge, like going forward. And we're gonna sort of talk about New Year's resolutions later on in the episode and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I know
Yeah, we
Alan,
are. Yeah,
I know
we are.
Alan's excited about that.
I got a
Um,
thing or two about New Year's resolutions. Yeah.
yeah, but as we approach that, a lot of people do take on these New Year's resolutions and have these goals that they want to have. But I think just having that structure of how they're going to obtain it is one of the biggest steps to obtaining
Mm.
it.
Mhm. Well,
Hey,
think about it this way. Sorry, Alan, but
no, go for it. Go for
this
it.
is
I talk
super
too much.
cheesy.
Go for it. Yeah.
This is super cheesy, but the only way to swim is to jump in the water. So, you just have to. It's
Just
the
gotta
first
go
step.
for it.
Is
Gotta
the
go
first
for it.
step.
Remember,
So.
we talked about jumping into the deep end. Alex said it right
Mhm.
there. You gotta get your ass
Mhm.
in there. You gotta
Yeah.
get wet. You gotta
No
feel that
matter how
cold.
cold the water is, guys, you just
Yeah,
gotta push through.
that's it. Yeah. But hey, remember, if you want, start in a pool before you start in a lake. Lakes are murky as hell. Yeah. Kind of gross. A lot of stuff.
Ew, okay.
Hey, I'm just speaking from factual, from experience here, Alex.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you're right. You're right. Well, if I can just segue a little bit, okay, it's not a secret that we laugh a lot on this podcast, especially
No.
Luca. But like we all have a good time. So this begs the question to see what our funniest moment of this brief season has been for us.
Shit.
So I'm calling you guys out. What do you think?
Yeah. That's a good one, Alex. I'm just thinking about it now. I would say one of the highlights, actually two highlights. One is more general, the other one specific. So the general one, I would think, is when we would have a guest and there would be a moment where that they would finish wrapping up whatever they were saying based on one question, and then we would be going into the next question with them, but we wouldn't know who had to ask the question there, and then there'd be that wonderful awkward silence that would occur. But the funny part was that typically occurred with the same person who clearly forgot about his cues there and was not listening as well as maybe they should have been. Yeah.
No, I don't know who that
Who
is.
could it be?
All
I
of
don't
this.
know who that is.
Oh,
I've been professional since the beginning of this.
oh yes. Yeah,
That's actually a good
absolutely.
one. That's true. That's
Yeah,
facts.
it is true. It is true. It is.
Oh
But
man.
I think those moments are always so funny because we were like, all right on. We would say something like that, or that's so cool or awesome,
Mhm.
and then they'll just be like that.
And the guest would just look to and be like,
Fuck.
And
Yeah.
then you're like,
going
ah,
on?
shit, that was my cue.
Oh shit, and then going into the editing process and listening to that, I was having a riot. I swear,
Mhm.
right?
They don't happen as often, okay?
No, not now, not now. It was at the get go, like the
That's
first
the get-go,
couple,
yeah.
right?
That's just part of the progress
It
of,
is part of the progress.
podcasting.
It is, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny though.
Yeah, and like I mean, when we did have one of those mishaps, and then we pointed it out, and then Ron in his episode was like, no, like keep that, that's gold,
Yeah.
right? And he's right, because that
It's
shows
good
that
though.
That's awareness of this is a silly mistake that we made, but look, we can laugh at it and learn from it, and here we are talking about it, right?
Mhm.
Voila,
Yeah.
beautiful. So that's more general, as that happened once or twice or thrice. I lost count. The
Couple
specific one,
times,
a couple
yeah.
times. All right. The specific, really, really funny moment would have to been with what Cat Spencer said there
Yeah.
regarding his advice that he gave us, where there was a joke that
Oh,
he
Yeah.
not the advice. The advice was like solid. It was gold.
It was
yeah.
great.
All right. Great. He said, at the end of the day, you want to surround yourself and you want to work with good people. Right. And at the end, closer towards the end of that episode, let me see. I think I suggested, oh, so yeah, like maybe you want to come back to Concordia. You want to do some more motivational public speaking regarding the world of radio and entertainment. He goes like, yeah, sure, I'd be more than happy to do with that with you guys, especially knowing that there's 2 out of 3 good people here that I like to work with. And then we all laughed about it. All right. And then there was a moment where like we were a bit confused. And then he goes like, I got you guys. So we knew it was a joke. It was a joke. All right. But after the episode, and Kat, if you're listening to this, all right, there was you know, a whole debate, I mean, just pure giggles of what went into what you had said there, because I was convinced that, we were thinking, who was the person he wouldn't want to work with though? And I'm convinced it was me, right? That I was
I know.
being I was just joking, well, I mean, was I joking regarding the 5-minute podcast? I don't know. I guess we'll get there when we get there. But like it was coming on a bit too forward, a bit too, upfront about that. And then I brought this up with Luca and goes like, no, 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 no. Like I'm convinced it might have been me.
He's talking about me, I think.
Exactly. And then we were convinced it had been each other. And Alex was like, Alex, please tell us what you were thinking of in that moment.
Honestly, I was like at first like you guys, I just laughed because we were like, haha, this is so funny. And then I was like, wait, this man is dissing one of us. And then I was like, it can't be me. Like, it's not me.
We were puzzled. We were
Me and Alan are stressing.
for a whole day or
But like,
two. Yeah.
yo, it could have been me. Like, watch it be me.
Imagine.
But it's like in the moment, I was like, nah, I ain't stressing. This one of them,
And then it clicked. All right. And we already just said the answer. All right. The punch to the joke here. All right. He said, right. And we had totally forgot. I'm thinking, like, where's this joke coming from? 2 out of 3 of you are good people. And then the joke, comes back, originates from the idea of him saying work with good people. I'm like, oh, we're a bunch of fucking idiots. Okay. All right. No, great.
Well, me and you are, Alan.
Oh, yeah. No, clearly. Hey, buddy. By the way, congrats on getting your undergrad.
For real, though.
Anyway, that was my highlight. That was definitely my highlight there.
I would have to agree with you.
Yeah, you stole mine too, Alan.
Yeah, it was all about.
I think that one was good.
It was.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because you were speaking about like general funny moments, and most recently with our guest Steve Henley, he's just a really funny dude.
Oh, he's a riot.
Like
Yeah.
our off air whatever time with him, it was really funny, especially at the end. Because like you guys haven't seen this picture, maybe we'll have to leak it, but we always ask our guests for like a thumbnail picture of them so we could include on our posts. And he was like, oh, the filter like on whatever where it shaves off all of your hair? And we were like, yeah. And he's like, well, I could send you that one.
Oh.
And we were all like, oh my God, what? And what's really funny is that when he actually ended up sending us the pictures of him, he fully sent us the egghead picture of him
Oh,
and
God.
another picture. We went with the other picture, but we were just like, oh my God, this man is so funny. So just
Oh,
like
he's
little
great.
things like that happen from time to time.
Quite
Which are
charming.
just really
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Oh man. Shout out to Steve. Oh,
Oh God.
that was
Okay.
something. Alex, what also just happened right now that was quite funny?
Yeah, so this is funny, but it also went in like it could also be considered as one of the stressful moments. Not today, because today is like a very relaxed episode. We don't have any guests. But what happened just now is that Squadcast messed up somehow and we got disconnected. So I was just mid-sentence and we got disconnected. So we had to pick back up where we left off. So it was funny now, but it was really stressful when we had our guest, Dr. Tim Farmer on.
Oh boy.
when he was in like a middle of this like
Mhm.
huge story and it just cut off. And we were like, oh my God, where did he go? And it was extra stressful because like the man is blind, okay? So the fact that he didn't know that we got disconnected and he just kept talking, we were like, "Oh my God." Like we had to contact I'm sorry, I'm laughing. No, but we had to contact somebody.
Luca, professionalism, please.
Lucas, stop laughing.
I haven't made a peep, okay? Y'all are laughing. I've kept mine in.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
Are those
We had
tears I
to
see?
we had to call somebody to come and help him reconnect. But what was really bad sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. What was really bad is that right after we got back into the episode, Alan cut off. So we had to stop him again in like the matter of 2 minutes. We felt so bad. We were like, what is happening right
Oh, yeah.
now? Oh my
What's that
God.
law? Murphy's Law? Murphy's Law, if anything can go wrong, it will go wrong, something along those lines?
It
Yeah,
was the first
definitely.
time that happened, and it was with a visually impaired man. Like, what? I don't get it.
That was a struggle. That was a struggle.
That was stressful.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
That was
stressful.
so stressful.
I was like,
I'm
wait, that
laughing about it now, but I was not laughing about it
No,
then. I'm
no,
so
in
No,
sorry.
the
we were
moment,
we were just there looking at each other like, what just happened?
jaws open, wide open, eyes wide, and we're
Yo,
just like, "What just happened?"
oh my
Yeah.
god.
But hey, all things considered, we handle that,
It went
pretty
so
decently.
well. Editing
Hey,
worked out really well for
that's
us.
the best part. The fans will never know what the
Nope.
heck happened behind the scenes there. Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
but
now
in
they
the
know.
moment, they
Well, now they
didn't.
know. Now they
In
know.
the
Now they
moment,
know.
they didn't.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
That was great.
I'm
But
so sorry.
that just goes to show, right? Like, I mean, having to do this whole thing, virtually, right?
Yeah.
That I mean, I'm surprised that it didn't happen earlier on and happen like in
Mhm.
one of the later episodes of this season. But
Thank God, too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it was good that it happened because it's given us the experience and to know that anything can happen online. I'm sure you can all relate. Maybe you had a prof or somebody was working on Zoom and then you couldn't hear them. They froze. They signed out, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
Yeah,
they
that
weren't
happened.
able to get. Yeah, that happened a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Especially when it happens to the prof and they're just like, well,
Rough.
okay, I'm the teacher now. Like that's it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's been a struggle to try to mitigate through the online world and
Mhm.
getting a grasp of it. In this case, remote podcasting, remote recording, if you will.
mhm.
But hey, all things considered, we've made the best out of.
We pulled through. We
Yeah,
pulled
we
through.
have, we really have.
Mhm.
Um, God, that was too funny.
I can't believe I just laughed. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, 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 no. Like when you're looking at the whole perspective, like it is laughable, because we came out on top. We put
Mhm.
the episode together, but it's like in that moment, just like, well, this looks like, yeah,
Yeah, it was
that's a
bad.
nightmare. Oh man, that is something. Luca,
Yeah.
what about you, man? What about you?
What about me, Alan?
What's a favorite moment? What's a favorite moment that stood out to you?
A favorite moment?
A favorite moment.
It's rough. I feel like one of my favorites was our whole like first having our first guest, right? I think
Mm,
just the whole experience of just having a guest for the first time,
Mhm.
and just how supportive, especially like how supportive Kat was and stuff with it when he
Yeah,
jumped on and having that pre-talk and just like it was like a celebrity moment like
it
right there for
it
all
was.
of us.
was.
Like, oh
It really
my
was.
god, just having him there. I
Mhm.
think that's for sure one of the coolest moments, like
Mhm.
just having that, and then how like like used to he was to like doing like this stuff, and how
Mhm.
we were all like so like new to it, and just I don't know, just how it all worked out like really
Yeah.
nicely and stuff. It was just a really cool experience.
It really was. It
Yeah,
really was.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like for me personally, having Cat, just having listened to him for, my childhood, my teens, whatever, because my mom like listened to him on the radio all the time. So for it to be somebody that we basically all grew up listening to in one way or another, it was really like kind of surreal just because like he is a local like Montreal like icon, like in the industry of radio. So it was really cool that he was able to come on, like we messaged him, we were like it's a shot in the dark, but he came in, He was so supportive, like Luca said. Like I feel like the pre-talk we had with him just made everybody overall feel a lot more comfortable.
Definitely.
And the support that he has shown us, like even after his episode came out, has been like really great. So another shout out to Kat. And you know what?
Another
Like
shout
we've
out.
grown so much since then. It would be fun that if he'd be willing to have him come back, and then we'd be able to see the contrast of
Absolutely. Yeah.
what it was then and like how we are now. So if you're listening, Kat, come back, please.
That'll be
Yeah.
so much fun. Yeah. No, no, I hear that. I hear that. And it just goes to show, like, I mean, if we want to reach out, there is no harm in trying. Just go
Yeah.
out there
Mhm.
and do it. As we mentioned, we were joking about it, but we legit messaged Halle Berry online, for Instagram. Yo, she's still here. I don't know if you guys heard, but today, she dropped something rather juicy on her Instagram there regarding having some really hot, chicken wings at some pub in Saint Anne de Bellevue, all the way in the west there of the island. Okay, because apparently she considers herself some type of connoisseur. All right, and look at me, Hallie. Like, I love you if you're out there, if you're listening to this. Shout out to her. She's phenomenal. All right, and she's staying here in the city, so like, hey, why not give it a shot? See what
Mhm.
happens. Like, regardless if she's staying here in Montreal or in LA, the point is it's all done virtually. But hey, we're going out, we're doing it, and that's that. That's what counts. So I mean, guys, if you have an idea, just roll with it.
Mhm.
And getting past that self-doubt, that fear, of failure, of embarrassment, whatever it may be, because the second you do it and you realize, like, okay, I'm still standing, that wasn't
Yeah.
so bad, you're gonna do it again.
Mhm.
you know
That's true. It's about
yeah,
Facts.
yeah,
testing the
yeah,
waters pretty much. Testing the
testing the
waters.
Mhm.
waters.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
What
just
about
make
you? Oh.
oh, sorry about
Oh,
that.
my,
Oh,
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 my bad. Excuse me.
yes, excuse you. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm
I
joking.
know. I'm sorry. I was just gonna ask you about your favorite experience or guest or
Oh,
anything.
my favorite experience? Damn, that's a tough one. Um, I don't know. I mean, there's so much, but I would say the one that I felt the most with, in terms, and I felt a lot with all the episodes and everything that we've done, behind the scenes, in front of the microphone, recording. I would have to probably say, like, the most the one that connected with me, like spiritually, which is really big, is the one with Ron. The one talking
Mhm.
about, like, I mean, your goals, and figuring out, like, I mean, your mission statement and what it means to be you. Like, what it means to be, Alex, what it means to be Luca, and figuring out that process out, what it means to be yourself, right? And that just that's rather profound for for me, as there's a lot that's been happening in a very short period of time. And here we come to Luca and myself, and soon enough, Alex, in a few months, right? We'll have come to finish our undergrad studies, and we finished in a very unique, peculiar way, like many of you out there. And it's just like wow, so
Mhm.
surreal. All right, and just thinking back, of what was going on then and what I wanted to do with my time and how I wanted to do it, in a collaborative effort with these wonderful people that are virtually, right next to me. It's just like, it's just been so incredible,
Mhm.
and I mean, so to be me and to have listened to Ron in that moment, like I know my mission statement. I'm not going to repeat it, and even if I did, I'm gonna butcher it, as I have had, this full tall boy. Anyway, the point being, it's also just, it just ties into doing meaningful work that you're proud of, that you love doing, and doing it with people that you love and you care for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
100%.
Yeah, so that was my moment right there.
Hmm.
I
Mm,
love that.
That's solid right there.
thank you, thank you.
Mhm. A lot of wisdom in some of these episodes, that's for sure.
A
Yeah.
lot. Like our guests, shout out to all of them. Like, you know what?
For real.
This is what I'm gonna do right now because
Oh,
we're going to, I feel like, somewhat segue. So before we do segue completely, we've been talking a lot about our guests, and I just want to take a quick minute to just thank all of them. Like we've only, been a functioning podcast for 5 months, and all of them have been so kind to come on and be our guests and, take the journey with us, especially those who came earlier on in the podcast. So again, just, a huge thank you to Kat Spencer, to Graham Dyke, to Ron Thiessen, Dr. Tim Farmer, Steve Henley. And I think those were all of our guests for the first season. But honestly, like, a huge thank you for taking this ride with us, because without you, well, one, we wouldn't have as much like topics to have explored, but your wisdom wouldn't have been shared. So I think it's just really meaningful to us. Well, to me personally, I'm sure for the guys too.
Yeah.
So just
That's
wanted
so
to
great.
thank everybody and put that out there off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's fantastic, and it just goes to show too, in the reception, right? In the feedback that we get, like, I mean, with certain episodes, the people that have come and told us the comments that they did, whether it was virtually or it was in person, during a messenger, WhatsApp, a Zoom call, what have you, just be like, hey, I just listened to the episode and like I took this prof, or like, I mean, I had this experience with this person, and it's just like, it's so true what they were saying, and I really resonated with what they had to say then about that because I had this experience. And that's what it's all about, you
Yeah.
know that's what Alpha Relations is. Yeah, this is like, I mean, we're just taking the experiences of others, the wisdom, and we're just giving them a chance for them to allow others to explore that. If you want to, of course, it's all by choice. But I mean, knowing when that happens and hearing that, it shows like, we're doing something right here, something that feels good to
Yeah.
for the masses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And it all sticks with our whole mission statement of what we're trying to do, just trying to, generate some kind of change, right? And through the wisdom of others, you're able to, grow pretty much, and through their stories. And hopefully some of our episodes have had some content that has resonated with some of you guys and that has helped you guys. If it was not like just to help you through like a tough time or just give you a distraction, hopefully maybe something was taught and something helped you move forward towards your own goals. At the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to drive some kind of change within, our viewers and have them achieve what they want to achieve and get to that next level, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. So, these guests have been a blessing, and we're so excited coming forward with all the next upcoming guests, and just keep on rolling, keep it rolling.
That was beautifully said.
That was, as Steve would say it, Luca, quite eloquent.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm getting better at these.
Somebody still wants that A+, eh?
No, I'm still waiting for that that grade change.
Did he change it? He didn't change it yet?
No, I didn't see it.
We got to give him a call. Yeah. All right. So, moving on, Luca, my good sir, why don't you tell us some of our plans moving into the new year there?
Plans? I mean, what are you wearing right now, Alan?
Oh, well, what am I wearing?
Yeah, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
What do you mean? Are you talking about potentially some kind of big project dropping January 12th, 2021?
I don't know. It kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
I think so.
Damn. Okay.
Shit.
Follow us at ALFA Relations on Instagram for to find out what we're talking about.
That was a really not subtle way, but you know what? That's chill. I liked it. But yes, something super exciting in the works. A big project that we're super excited about finally coming out, like Luca said, January 12th.
Yes.
So mark it in your calendars. Make sure to follow us, like he said. We're really excited, and we hope you're excited once you see what it is.
Oh, they're gonna be excited. They're gonna be excited.
I think so too.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. Yeah.
And
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. It's funny how just a few minutes ago I was talking about choice, and now I said they don't have a choice. I'm gonna get called out on that. I swear.
For real.
It's okay.
But just also quickly on the topic of January 12th, that is also the release date officially for season 2. So there won't be an episode next week. I know we've been doing weekly episodes now, but next week will be our little time to revamp some things and just
bring it next level.
Bring it next level for season 2. So season 2 and our exciting project release is on January 12th. So remember that.
Big plans. We have lots of big guests coming out in season 2. Lots of big ideas, lots of different things we're trying to do out here. So we're excited to bring all these to you guys, and hopefully you guys could enjoy our content coming forward. Honestly, we're gonna have some big things, and also just social media, big thing with Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, like I said, go follow us at ALFA Relations. We're gonna have some just big things going on. Honestly, we're excited. 500 followers. We have our second giveaway. Hopefully that comes out next year too. I
Yes,
know
in the
that'd be
next
big.
year.
So
That would be
yeah, we're excited. Honestly, yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
we're
We're
ready.
excited. I hope you all are ready too.
I'm
If you're
excited.
not, get ready, according to Alan.
Yo, you always have to be ready. You got to be up on your toes. You never know what's right around the corner. Mm,
That's facts though, Loki.
you know,
Look at
maybe
this year. Look at 2020.
exactly.
2020 is the
That's
whole
it.
came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. I still remember. I was there. We were there between the library there and the outside at the VE building at
Oh
Concordia.
boy.
Me and Pat, shout out Pat, we're there. And Pat's like, we're not we might not see each other for the next 2 weeks. And I'm like, yeah, okay, okay, Pat. We'll see.
Here
Didn't
we
see the
are.
man for like 5 months afterwards.
Oh, dude.
Crazy, crazy things.
Hey,
But
we
Crazy
saw him the other
times.
night. That was really quite nice to see him the other night. Yeah.
yeah, I can't go visit him.
Yeah.
That's so
It was
high.
good.
Yeah.
It was good.
That was
You know,
funny.
poor guys, employer thought we were there to rob the place. I give that impression off too many times.
You know, it's
And his
so
grandfather was
And his
sketched out
grandfather
about
would
you
say
guys.
that's true. Hey, you came in clutch there speaking Portuguese, speaking the language, so shout out to Alex.
massive.
But yeah, the gang said, a lot of good things to look forward to. There has been an idea, rather a philosophy, a way of being, if you will. We can say that much, I think.
Yeah, I
That
think. Yeah.
that we've been working on for a couple of months now. It means a lot to us. We want to know what it means to you once we drop, and we're just going to expand on it when we get there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good things for how we would like to build off of it. Especially come when we get back to a sense of normality and we can get back out there in person. Maybe it's running an event, maybe it's talking. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Once we get there. But regardless, good things are upon us. That was mentioned before in the last episode. It's going to be mentioned again. And I think everyone should have something good to look forward to in life.
Mhm.
And if you don't know what that is, like, hey, remember goals. Go listen to Ron's episode. Go listen to most of our episodes where we talk about goals. And check out the posts that we'll have there regarding goal formation, SMART goals that Luca was talking about before, because there's good stuff there to help you out.
And try something new. You know,
that's
especially
true.
with the new year coming in. Why not? We've Alan, I seen that smirk. Alan, we're gonna have a little segment with Alan over here.
Oh boy.
About how he thinks about New Year's
I'll let you
resolution.
finish.
I'm just saying, the new year coming, try something new. You might find something that you're passionate about, find something that gives you further purpose, honestly, going forward and stuff. And it's big. Just try some stuff out, okay? Alan, I see you looking at me. I can't wait for you to just give your whole little spill over here.
It's okay. You know what, Alex? Do you want to contribute before I get into it?
Well, yes. Look, like Luca said, New Year's is known to, have the creation of New Year's resolutions, and
I like your choice of words there.
And there are some pros and cons to New Year's resolutions, of course. Like the pro is that people, like they get out there and they want to try new things or do something like new, anything, But one of the problems, which I think Alan might touch up on, is that usually
He will.
like people people just stop. Like nobody or I'm not gonna say nobody, but a lot of the times like people don't follow through with their New Year's resolutions, or New Year's resolutions could just be an excuse to drag out starting something new earlier. So like for me personally, like I do like New Year's resolutions, but this year instead of waiting until New Year's, I decided to do it on my birthday, like the things that I wanted to change, So like there are different ways of thinking about it, but New Year, new me,
Yeah.
That's everybody's motto.
Oh boy.
Boy.
January 1st.
I think I do like we're gonna go into it. Alan's gonna have his whole thing. I do like the whole thing, and I think one thing that I really like, and I want to shout out Gymshark for doing this. Every year they have their 66-day like challenge where it takes like 66 days to create a habit, right? And I love that because I think if you start something and you commit to it, that's how you build that momentum and keep on doing it. And I know Alan, you don't like the whole thing about starting on a specific day like that, and we're going to why he says that. But I do like the whole initiative and the whole mindset about, okay, this year's been pretty shitty. Let's up the antics and let's get better this upcoming year type thing. You know what I'm saying? But let's give Alan the floor now. I know he's been waiting, and he's been giving me this look the whole time.
I've been patient. I've been listening to you. I heard both of you. And look, ultimately, I believe in this, like before I give my opinion, because my opinion is just my opinion. Take it, as you will, and that's that. All right. But what I believe in at the end of the day is if you want to do something good for you and that requires it doing it on a certain day where you want to get started, then fine, do that. Do whatever floats your boat. Okay. Ultimately,
But
that's what yeah, we don't have to call it a butt. Oh, we'll call it a butt. If you were to ask for my, opinion or how I think about that, there is no such thing as good timing, to start something. You start when the second you have the thought. All right. Don't just sit on it. All right. Get out off the couch, put the bag of potato chips down or your drink in hand or both, whatever it is, and just write it down. Start planning. Do your research. All right. If you can literally do something right there, right then, in that given moment, when it comes to you and you're really fond of what you're feeling, then just fucking do it.
Hmm.
All right. There is no better time. Oh, Alex, the lights are going dark where you are. Oh, well, your Alexa is like fooling around there, eh?
bro, I didn't talk.
Well, that
Well, that's a little creepy.
it is a little creepy. I swear, those machines have a mind of their own. Mine started talking to me the other night. I was just like, I didn't ask you to talk to me. Yeah.
Hey, girl. Hey, can you not do that? Thanks.
Keeping you company, Alan, at
Oh
night.
no. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm very comfortable with me, myself, and I. Anyway, so to continue there on what I was saying, right? The only time, all right, is now. All right. And if there's anything that, many of us, some of us, I believe many of us are walking away with, out of this pandemic, out of this whole experience, is that if there's something that you wanted to do, but you didn't do it, all right, and then you did end up getting to do it, well, just remember the next time that you have something that you want to do, don't wait around.
Hmm.
Don't wait around. All right. Whatever it may be. All right. Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. All right. Or you'll put it in the back of your head and you're like, yeah, no worries. I'll get back to it. All right. No, you won't. Or you will. Excuses. All right. And I've talked about this before. All right. But just fucking do it. All right. Easier said than done. But you can take the right steps, the right progressions in order to get there. All right.
Hmm.
You could write it down. You can tell a friend. They hold you accountable. Tell a family member. All right. Start slow. Start your research. Right. But doing it like that gets the wheels turning here. All right. And I guarantee you, that feels good. That feels rewarding. All right. And then the next day you come back to it and you get yourself engaged. All right. So again, ultimately, you want to wait on a particular date? Fine. That's totally cool. You do you. All right. But at the same time, right? Is there really anything stopping you from doing it in the moment that you thought of it? Ask
Hmm.
yourself that too. That's all I'm saying. And if there isn't, well then hey, go for it. Sky's the limit.
Hmm.
Or in this
Hmm.
case, the solar system will be the limit at one point if Elon Musk, is successful with his next couple of space projects there. Sorry, geeking out for a moment.
Okay, Alvin.
Geeking out. Anyway, you guys get the message at hand. All right.
Hmm.
New Year's resolutions are bullshit. All right. Any day, because any day is the day. All right. You just have to just be like right here, right now. That's up to
Hmm.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree, definitely.
That is
Baby,
just
baby,
my opinion. Okay. All right.
baby steps. Slowly towards your goals. Like even with like a lot of like little like health goals or like diet goals, right? People try to change everything at once and then they fail. Start slowly. Change that one little thing. Stop drinking your soda. Start drinking your water slowly, and then
Stop
things will
drinking
slowly
your
fall into
beer.
place.
But I already finished mine. So, yeah.
Oh, I already have it bought. You might as well finish them.
I, I got one bottle. Yeah.
Okay, Alan.
Say that as I'm taking my last sip.
Oh God, you guys are too much.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Anyway, but other than that, wow. Just wow.
Hmm.
It's been a year.
It has been a year. It has been a
For
year,
real.
but
Mhm.
remember the moments, that where you felt pinned, you felt stuck, paralyzed, you didn't know what was going to come next. All right. Because we were all there, to a certain extent. All right. So like we get it. We get it. And we can relate. But hey, in a sense, we are turning into a new chapter, that being a year, that being of progress regarding what's happening with the pandemic and within our own lives, as we've disclosed with you, as we shared with you these last couple of months. All right. and just remember like what's going on within your own and where you like to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be there, go for it. Go for it. And if
Well
we can
said.
help, let us know. Yeah, we love talking to you guys.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're gonna sign out for the last time in 2020 for season 1.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right. So like, how are we doing this? Are we really gonna do it together in unison there,
Let's
or
do it.
yeah? Okay.
Hell
So
yeah.
all right, eye contact. I'm looking at my camera. I should be looking at both of you. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, go. Or
Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
go.
okay,
okay.
how's this gonna work? Am I gonna go low? You guys go high, or I
We're
mean,
just gonna do
We
it.
are
we're just gonna
Alpha
do it?
Relations.
Oh,
Well, why are you starting?
why are you
I'm
starting?
just
Yeah,
saying.
dude.
I'm
1,
just
2, 3,
saying.
go.
We're doing it together. We
Okay.
are
Okay,
Alpha.
All right.
okay.
All right. All right. All right. So, me, 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 me.
God.
Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. That's what happens when you go to music school. You have to do these warm-ups.
Oh my god. I have no idea if this is getting cut or not, honestly.
No, 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 no. I think we should keep that. That's funny. Okay.
God.
All right. Okay. Are we ready? Okay.
Let's go.
So, all right. In 3, 1.
We are
Alpha
ALFA Relations. Driving change forward. Wow.
No. No.
No.
No.
No. Alex, why'd you stop?
Shadow, can you
Because
stop?
it was so bad.
Okay. I told you I'm going low. I'm going low. Okay.
Okay,
Ready?
just say it. Just say it. Just like we are
All right.
Alpha Relations.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we should just outro one person.
All right.
Just one
All right.
person, please.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, listen, have a happy new year. See you in 2021. We are Alpha Relations, driving change forward.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.